Reflection 2 is worth 20% of your final grade. Reflection 2 is worth 20% of your final grade. It is due Reflection 2 is worth 20% of your final grade. It is due on or before August 13th. It's at the end of the semester. For this reflection, you're going to submit a 4 to 6 page paper, and this is going to be on your new perceptions of organizational change. New in the sense of how have your perceptions changed over the course of the semester as you have completed these readings. This paper is different from Reflection 1. Reflection 2 is a formal academic paper, so your arguments and opinions have to be supported by literature. So you must have citations and references to support all your arguments. The paper will need to be organized in 2 sections. In the first section, we're going to be looking at organizational change. So you have to address these main questions of what do you see as the greatest challenges for organizational change and why? And what strategies and change models do you think are most promising for planning change in organizations? And again, justify your answer with support from the literature. Section 2 is about becoming a change leader. Now, in Keegan and Leahy, you would have read about immunity to change and the immunity map. So you're going to create your own personal immunity map. You'll reflect on what the map tells you about yourself as a change leader and what you need to do to overcome your own personal immunity to change. Finally, what type of change leader do you want to be? Now again, this paper should adhere to APA 6th edition guidelines, which means it will be double-spaced, Times New Roman, 12-point, 1-inch margins all around. Please check APA publication manual for the guidelines. It should be no more than 4 to 6 pages in length. Now, the length of the paper does not include the cover page, references, and your immunity map. So how will this paper be graded? I'm looking once again for comprehensive and quality content. And in this instance, your justifying literature also needs to be appropriate and your arguments need to be well substantiated. Your paper should adhere to APA 6th edition guidelines. It should have a clarity of communication, easy to read, and define your terms, because remember, you're all coming from very different disciplines and you have very discipline-specific ideas and concepts, and you want to explain them in a way that it is easy for the reader to comprehend what you're getting at. And of course, quality of writing is always important.